Yeah.
Was
Well, it's like
did
an olive
anybody go
draft.
an
It's
olive?
like an olive draft.
BVD
Yes,
has
no
been
degree.
conscripted.
No, no, he's going to the drown trench.
Oh, no.
Yay.
It's finally over.
No, you have to take his place.
111? What? Why are we showing
Oh, but this is just the normal one.
Yeah, this is the one we already have.
Ah, the fuel dump feature.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, they didn't show that one.
Yeah, but we have olive drab on BVD. Was that an option? I don't think he's ever done olive drab before.
Hell yeah.
New color in his wardrobe. Still waiting for like fun. What do you call it? Still waiting for like fun Hawaiian shirt BVD.
That would be pretty good.
Alright, let's see. I'm not sure about this new, like, the icons at the bottom. They look kind of weird.
It's that I feel like...
Ooh! Look at that.
I feel like eventually they should let you like customize that area, right? That would be the ideal.
Yeah. That looks nice. Can you do the afterburner at the same time? Oh, you can.
It doesn't drop it as... I thought it was gonna be like you just drop a lot. But look at the top.
Yeah, it's just dropping a little bit. I wonder if you can change the amount. Because so the idea of this feature, at least in War Thunder, is you can dump weight, so therefore you can turn better, but also you can technically use it as a fake flare. So you can turn, dump fuel, set it alight, and then the IR missile will go for it, and then you can turn away from it. That's the idea that they talked about.
Yeah, that one is like a practical use of the feature.
But I would like to also mention how they said that the Yamato shell would be useless to add, and now they've added a useless feature in the same update. So just to keep going, you know.
Well, I said, if you consider that it was useless, and then you add it, like what is the mindset?
I don't
know. What is the mindset? Like, why even mention it?
I'm glad they've added this though. It's kind of nice. Left control Y is the multi mode thing, so the multifunctional menu, sorry. So they've just put it on the thing. I don't know why the missiles are down there. Is that like what you have selected?
I think it's for the spool up and then the fire, I guess.
Maybe.
I feel like for some of them it really is because they want to... It's like an alternative. If you don't want to bother by assigning keybinds, you can just rely on the icon.
Yeah.
Like maybe like for example, I just want to debind my gear, my landing gear. So
yeah, so you could just click it.
I just click it manually instead of assigning a keybind for it, so I can kind of free up that keybind.
All right, PT95 time. I'm hyped. Let's go. Come on. Come on, baby. Does it have 120mm or 220mm?
No, it probably has like 250 cals. So that's how some of those starter bombs go.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
For the US.
Атом. Come on, show us it. What are we doing? Oh, that's straight to the Su-30SM.
We are where we are, right? We are where we are. When you are in the Russian server, you show the Russian beagles and nothing else.
Oh, there you go. They got a new map.
It's more
looks great.
cockpit features.
2 thumbs up.
Looks pretty nice.
There you go.
Maybe it's just a feature exclusive to the Su-30. Who knows? Not the new Hornets they're adding.
And nobody else gets fancy map. Oh, hold up. Oh, maybe. Oh, never mind. What are we doing? We're all over the place. Yeah, so if you don't know what he's talking about, basically they're changing the multifunction displays in planes and probably helis as well. So they're updating all the multifunction displays. So they'll look more realistic and interesting. So once again,
nice.
War Thunder is just better than DCS. But you can't click on it, Tech. I want to click. Let me click it.
No, man. How can War Thunder charge like $80 for a premium pack? Not like
No.
my DCS where I have to pay $80 for only
Or
one
anything.
player. For an early access play. And I have to pay for every map and every feature. Nah.
Значит, да, был уже девлог, я могу пока немного чуть больше рассказать, как это все работает, объяснить.
Работай.
Про текущие какие-то сказать, потому что еще...
I think that means radar. I hear it a lot. Работай.
It's either radar or missile.
Yeah.
Because
It
the
could be
Switch
missile.
also... Yeah, because the Switch called missiles robot for
Robot,
Такая, что для противодействия современной авиации, которая уже в War Thunder уже несколько обновлений летает, а современное оружие, собственно, наземная система...
Is the XM246 Loving Life?
Более мощная.
US Gubbers, the new anti-tank destroyer.
I'm looking forward to more Humvees now. It's lovely to see it finally. Took a long time.
Humvee TOW, Humvee machine gun,
Humvee grenade launcher.
Humvee with a Nord kind of machine gun.
Give me that 40mm.
Минимальной комплектации, чтобы это сделать, все равно нужна была система, которая бы включала в себя несколько возможностей играть на несколько машин. Это
Robota means kind of working. Ah, so that's why they say it a lot. It's kind of working.
Work in progress, work in practice. Yeah. It's just the disclaimer, right?
С Хаммера начнем, то есть не с Хаммера, точнее, а с ЗРК, который называется SL Amram, ну то есть Surface Launched Amram или то есть Amram наземного пуска. Все довольно просто. Это представляете себя тягач с прицепом, на котором расположен обзорный радар. Есть еще отдельная машина, на которой расположен командный пункт, но командный пункт мы решили не делать, поскольку никакого геймплея...
So if you missed, go ahead.
No, say.
If you missed what we saw in the English stream earlier, basically you have a radar machine that you spawn in, and then what ends up happening is you can then spawn launcher vehicles on top of it in the battle and use those launcher vehicles to basically shoot the enemies. So you have kind of like a king/queen vehicle, and then you have like the worker vehicles that are based off of it. So as long as this vehicle stays alive, you're good. Once this vehicle dies, depending on the version that you're playing, your lineup or the vehicles you've spawned in die, and then you have to spawn something else in. This one looks fun though.
Pretty crazy.
I think this one is probably going to be one of the most usefuls because it isn't a house, so it'll be harder to actually target.
Well, it's also an insanely played nation, right? So it's the one you're gonna see, like by proportion, you're gonna see more.
Do you have to research both of them? No, so in the tech tree itself, there's only going to be the radar vehicle. Yeah, no Blondie today. We have Brownie. But yeah, so even though in his lineup you saw the missile launcher vehicle, that's just to show you what it looks like. It's not actually a vehicle you can research.
Yeah, you don't have to assign like each individual vehicle to your crew. They said on the Earth stream.
Yeah,
like it's only gonna be one of them. So that would be an insane disadvantage, right? Remind the people that don't play with many crews.
Yeah. I wonder how it's gonna count for kills.
If it's gonna count as a singular unit, I think it's everything. Like it's just Like you said earlier, the modifications, I feel like it's going
Yeah, but like
to
if
log it.
if you're in like a battle and then you like destroy 2 of the launchers, does that count as 2 kills? Or
From that,
yeah, because that's gonna affect like spawn points and stuff like that, right? Like
Yeah.
what you get out of them.
Yeah. I feel like for the other person, it should count individually, right? Like you, at the end of the day, you're still destroying each individual vehicle.
I don't
It's
think
only gonna be an issue for the.
Go ahead, sorry.
It's only gonna be an issue for the ones that don't despawn you if they destroy the.
Yeah.
radar.
I don't think anybody wins the prediction money, unfortunately, because I don't think it was one of the options. We're just gonna have to add it to the pool for next time.
For what?
Well, we did a prediction on what he would be wearing.
Nah.
But yeah, he's gone for something new. Very sad.
Yeah.
So the other thing is, will you be able to spawn ammo crates with the launcher vehicles, or will you have to go to the capture points to get ammo?
Oh.
So I don't know.
I feel like
how
they
that
are gonna
works.
get the ammo, right? Because all of these things get the ammo crate.
I hope so, but I
Yeah.
don't see one, at least for this vehicle, right?
No, it doesn't have the icon below it.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
I'm not
But
sure how
I feel
that's
like if
gonna
it
go.
does, I feel like if it does, it's only gonna be dependent on which one you are controlling. They're not gonna limit it that way.
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
Mm.
Yeah, like there's no ammo box on this, at least right now.
Mm. Yeah, alright.
Whee!
I feel like that is just not implemented because no way they're gonna. Like they already learned their lesson that these things that you can have people just play with 4 munitions.
Поэтому, собственно, за обоими машинами нужно следить, и обе машины могут быть уязвимы по-разному. Будет ли показан шведский паровозик? Да, мы покажем всю технику, которая готова к показу. Ну, кстати, еще одна фича.
So basically, you can be a bit more aggressive with the launcher vehicles and like put them in places where you usually wouldn't put an AA, and then you can stick this one behind, basically. So because as long as this one survives, you're good. It's actually kind of a cool mechanic. I hope it helps. Like it's gonna mean there's just a bunch of what the fuck is this?
You can open like an independent radar site.
We really are playing RTSs nowadays, aren't we? Jesus Christ.
Apparently, like I don't really see that much of a practical use of this. So.
No.
So they just add some stuff. Well, like that. Once again, like the guy said, like, no man, said we didn't want to add this because it's useless.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is super useful though.
But you don't put like.
You're not even playing the game at that point. You're just
YouTubers. Yeah.
staring at a screen.
Mm.
Once again, great feature if this was a PvE game. But you know, while you're doing all of these things, there's a whole enemy team that's also going to be doing things.
We're talking about the spawn, right?
Yeah, exactly. This all works great if you're not playing against anybody.
If you can predict more accurately what the other guys do, in the way they're gonna attack you. And if we didn't have a lot of these crazy ordinance that can just pretty much completely counter you in practice.
That's the other thing, dog. Yeah, I wonder if you're out of the vehicle, can you park it on a capture zone so you can just keep that cap even if people are trying to capture it?
Ooh,
Like-
it should, right? Because it counts as your It
Yeah.
counts as your kinda as a single entity.
Yeah, so you could basically be a twat and then drive one to one area and one to another, and then they die, and then you just spawn more.
I guess they have an inherent limitation in that sense because they tend to be so big that of course the other guy is gonna notice that you're there, but
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
The other thing you could also do is you take one of the smaller vehicles and then you run forward with it, and then you scout everything while knowing that you're not gonna die if you're able
But
to
didn't
scout. Like that's the
Здесь
thing.
можно будет их переключать
Didn't the guy on the
на
other stream said that
вертикальную
they were gonna be limited
форму,
by
то есть как цель
by
настроены
range?
по
That you,
по углу места.
Do you mean like?
yeah, like how
Uh,
separated you can be one from the
Здесь
other?
oh,
здесь
maybe.
еще будет
Yeah.
отдельная камера, которая
Maybe that's how they're gonna limit it
куда
up.
там оптика ваша смотрит.
Для установки машины в сетап 2
Important messaging.
Вот один. Как раз к машине, которая машина, которая является...
I'm really interested to see how this is going to work because I just do not feel like it's going to work the way they think it's going to.
Стреляем, да, попробуем.
Like I can
No, so
see.
the game just works too differently to these
Yeah.
concepts, man.
Тут тоже
The
ракеты,
problem
которые
is that I don't really
тоже
see,
самостоятельно они лететь не могут без радара.
like,
То есть
under
нужно
their vision, right? Like under the
цель
parameters,
обнаружить,
right?
Yeah.
дать её координаты,
It
примерно
has to be something like very,
в эти координаты, причем
like substantially different to help with the problem.
логика наведения включать на относительно близком расстоянии. То
Like
есть
Sarah's gesture,
при стрельбе на большой
Im-
расстоянии, там, 20
Imagine just
километров,
like sitting the radar vehicle somewhere and then you just wait for something to pop up on the radar like screen and then you just instantly spawn one of the launchers and then just fire like 4 missiles at it. And so the guy doesn't know that there was like an AA there, right? He only just sees the radar. It's like, oh, that's fine, and then bang, 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 bang.
well, it's
Yeah,
not,
man.
if you see a radar, you should know that there's an AA.
Yeah.
It kind of comes as like a nature.
Относительно нашего радара,
Да.
то все.
Да. Ну, вот, при пуске на
Да.
большую дистанцию, то есть ближе 10 километров ракета сразу будет включать свою ГСН. И нужно,
And I guess
чтобы
the
именно ГСН,
the
то
other
есть
positive
при ракете
with
не
with
видели,
all of
что
these
график
ideas is that you
самолета.
they open the door to some other
Эти
ones
ракеты,
that they can
конечно,
kind of
будут очень
expand on it in the
мощные
future.
по мере
Yeah,
расширения головки
and then the
самолета,
game will
все,
just be an
ну,
RCS. Everybody will just be controlling their own little piece of vehicles.
телевизоре используется, то есть она видит картинку, но
Yeah, so that's the main thing is that in more direct action vehicles, I don't think it would be a good idea. It kind of is for all of these types.
What's actually hilarious is this type of mechanic would be really good in Naval with planes. But
Oh, like the squadron stuff
Yeah,
that you can just
squadron
send a
stuff.
direct formation.
yeah, I side of things.
Сужают поле зрения, и на близкой дистанции от них уйти уже как бы практически невозможно.
Вопрос.
Well, and also now that they add all of this radar stuff, it's just a justification to add the anti-rat missiles.
Yeah.
Вы поиграете,
Yeah, so
посмотрите,
that's the end goal.
Yeah, that's the thing. What
That's
this
the end goal.
creates is anti-radiation stuff.
Такая,
So.
что
Yeah, because now they're gonna say like, no, I mean, it's, we added the radars that can actually be targeted by some of these modern anti-rat missiles.
Yep.
So now we can add them. Now we can add them so that the planes don't struggle.
And those missiles shouldn't go after the other AA systems. They should only target stuff like this.
Like these ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Like this ones. Yeah, there you go. That's the
Давайте постреляем, давайте посмотрим.
that's the next step.
Есть ли ограничения по вертикали на спавн второй ЗРК? Я так понимаю, если над тобой над холмом, в смысле, или в чем
Ну,
вопрос?
ограничение по расстоянию работает. То есть
So yeah, enjoy this for like until
Недоброжелатели
September.
решили взломать.
да.
Gimmick.
Тут еще
Yeah,
спрашивают
gimmick.
закономерный вопрос, будет ли...
Have fun over
Вопрос, я на него не
doing
ответил.
the Normandy event with it, and then
then
look forward to update
А,
Seek and Destroy Part 2.
Расстояние, то есть
Yeah,
Where they
Yeah, like suppressed and destroyed.
yeah.
Suppressed and death.
Вот ты видишь, когда летаешь, ну, собственно, такое же ограничение будет по высоте, чтобы тебе поставить куда-то, нужно, чтобы расстояние хватало. То есть, ну, будет там на 100-метровый дом ты не
Yeah,
поставишь.
so, I don't know. I feel like this,
Там какой-то
like maybe not
30
all of them, but I
метров.
feel like they should explore the idea of just doing like collins and stuff like that. And,
Yeah.
Сейчас этот
Like things that don't exclusively depend on the player. I feel like if you have to manage all of this stuff, yeah, you're never gonna even the playing field because on the other side you have way too many automatic features.
That's the other thing. Like, do you, as a player on the ground, spend all of this time setting all of this shit up instead of just playing an MBT?
It's what you mentioned earlier, right? Like the whole. Also, I feel like some of these things can be a first spawn. That they would work
Yeah.
better as a first spawn.
Yeah,
Like,
because
if
you
want
have
a
to
player.
position everything, and you have to make sure like it all works together. Like,
Well, it's the usual entitlement that you see from many areas, right? It's just the whole. No, so I want other people to play these things so they can cover me while I'll just play the fun thing. That is just the tank.
literally, yeah.
This is the tank or the plane. Or the plane.
Скорее всего,
Like you spawn this
But
as a
these guys just
second
get annihilated.
spawn, and then what? Like how are you gonna get anywhere?
And you flip the coin that the match is still going on.
Yeah.
With an advantage, with at least the possibility to take down the target. Sometimes either the ground battle is over or the air is too overwhelming, right? So even if you spawn these things, like, you're just gonna get overwhelmed by the munitions.
I wonder also if these are going to be the same SP costs as the other AAs. Or
I
if
would
it's
put
going to
them
be
lower.
different.
Well, I would put generally the AAs. I would put generally lower, but that's just a personal impression.
А, еще картинку мы, кстати, не показали.
Да, можешь включить картинку, собственно, как примерно
Вот.
как это должно быть. Да, это...
И смотри, что там тэшка слева снизу, это...
Да, это макет, собственно, к чему мы примерно стремимся. То есть,
Yeah, so I feel like maybe they should consider that when you are in a tank, you can spawn with these AAs as a parallel. You can kind of play with these AAs as a parallel. Is that I feel like that could be like an actual reasoning.
Yeah.
Смотрите, как батареи шмальнут.
Это баг произошел, что целеуказание слетело.
So it's the usual stuff. Like, why do you think people don't play AA?
Yeah.
Да, опять же, сейчас вот есть тоже баг. Сейчас
Because they're boring, because they're weak,
Выглядит эффектно.
and they're unrewarding.
Но иногда может приводить к тому, что ракета летит.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You don't really get a lot of
Сблизиться и подорваться от...
you don't really get a lot of stuff from them. Like you don't get a lot of research or SL. Like trying to spade AAs is just a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Like for me, that has always been whatever, but it's just once again, it's just an individual thing, right? Like some people actually care about that one. I'm not getting enough SL, I'm not getting enough RP. Like it's an actual gameplay issue.
Yeah.
Про Т-72, новый, ребят,
And taking into account that many times you can just get completely countered by this. Like it's just a frustrating experience.
Yeah.
It's a frustrating experience. Like, when the match is already over or when already progressed to that point. I'm not gonna tell another player to no, so you have to spawn like every single vehicle that you have, and you also have to spawn the AAs to cover us.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing it myself. Like of course,
These types
the
of
biggest
things,
hypocrisy.
they require a lot of teamwork that War Thunder just doesn't have.
It's just the pace.
I don't
It's
know.
just the pace of the
Yeah.
game. Like the pace of the game is so fast, even more so in top tier.
То есть это в таких очень ограниченных условиях, так и здесь. То есть
I'm not sure.
на 40 километрах ракета этого комплекса, она будет довольно...
At the end of the day, it's just an old vehicle, right?
Yeah.
Ну или вообще не
Things would just keep working the way they are.
На такой расстоянии она не сможет догнать самолет, который улетает от нее. То есть на самом деле опасная зона, наверное, будет она там в пределах 20 километров, 15-20, где ракета реально развивает высокую перегрузку, у нее большая скорость, а дальше, ну, понятно, можно просто улететь, развернуться и все. Давайте, да, пойдем дальше тогда.
Well, we'll see.
У нас дальше запрос на что есть? Эффекты, может быть, или что?
It's like adding
Well, a lot
what
of-
makes naval boring to ground. Pretty much.
Well, just the unengaging gameplay.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Passive gameplay.
Mhm.
But I mean, welcome to modern warfare. Like that's the thing, right?
It's not even about that. It's just like how the game is
Yeah.
just kind of evolved over time.
Ребятка, если вы видели...
What are we doing here? Oh, Berlin. It'd be nice to look at this, actually.
Первоапрельских
Да,
всяких ивентов,
да.
особо сильно не хайпуйте на этот счет.
I look forward to
And
seeing this.
Kuban.
Вы сейчас увидели, как
Oh yeah, they haven't shown Kuban.
у нас там есть и пехота, и тарелки, космические корабли, все, что за годы было сделано,
Да,
этого, да.
Пехота, это кто пропустил был ивент, когда такие роботизированные солдатики у нас бегают.
No squadron vehicles that we've seen, but also they added like 10 in the last year or so, right? So I think we're good.
Наборчик, новый наборчик, да. То есть таких наборов...
Interesting they went for the Hell vehicles. I wonder why. Wonder why
I don't
they
really like
decided for
the
that.
name. Looks kind of lame, but I guess it's gonna be dependent on how they name.
Он хорошо подходит
That's
собственно,
why they-
к началу игры.
Yeah.
Сразу набор танков есть, это не одиночный спаун, поэтому, собственно, мы решили, ну и запрос был большой, поэтому мы решили такие же вот уникальные визуальные делать сетапы.
You can pay for drip
для
now.
разных наций, да. В будущем, возможно, для других будут. Ну, вот пока
Pretty cool.
вот этих сделали. Собственно, в каждом наборе
For me,
есть
it's mainly
танки,
playing to get
есть
another version of this vehicle in the lineup. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know how it is for you.
Да.
I can now have 3 Hellcats.
Yeah, I can have 3 Fireflies.
We're good to go.
Нужно будет снять модификации.
I can have another couple 17 pounders in the 4-7 lineup.
Вообще лучший визуально. Ну, на мой вкус, визуально прям очень красивый.
Yeah, they're doing a Tiger style pack for America, Russia, and Britain.
Гусеницы уширенные, кстати, там еще под этим,
Mm-hmm.
Под маск-сетью там еще куча всяких
Which is
мешков с
pretty cool.
песком, канистр. Да, они тоже будут модели повреждений, будут добавлять там считанные там 1
Yeah, no
миллиметр
SWIP
урона,
Nocturnal. Very
и
sad.
будут отстреливаться,
Wow,
отбиваться.
he's even mocking it. Like I told him like if it
Здесь,
doesn't
соответственно,
come,
все
you're gonna be
простреливаются,
held
всё
accountable.
осталось таким же, как было?
Да,
Относительно
да.
предыдущего.
Consequences of actions, pimp.
Возможно, где-то поменялось незначительно, если это связано с изменением небольшим размером самого ассета. Ну, там, ассет стал чуть больше или чуть меньше. Но тактически, если где-то появились новые
Is he still
возможности, мы, скорее всего, скорректируем и сделаем это
Probably
как
is, but he's
максимально
washed up, he's
похоже
boring.
на
Straight
предыдущую
washed.
редакцию уже.
Yeah,
И дальше
he's boring.
отдельно, если будет необходимо, какие-то там будем тактические уже изменения делать, если они нужны. А пока, как бы, идея, что это именно визуальное
А
обновление.
He
пока-
was stuck in a rock. Ah, no, there he is.
Давайте, кстати, да, давайте этот линк покажем. Нет, в другую сторону. Пойдем.
Кабум.
Кстати, взрыв новый, да, уничтожение. Танка. Ну, их
Новых эффектов много,
Да.
да.
новых эффектов — это эффекты все взрыва техники.
So, I was thinking because that little the little captured AA truck, the
Yeah.
SDK whatever. It was like at 4.0, wasn't it? Or like 3.3.
Мне нравится, уже не первый раз пишет...
The SDKFC thing? Yeah, I think it's at like
Yeah.
2-3. It's way lower than the rest of
Ah.
them.
В какой ветке Советский Союз?
Okay, yeah, because if it was 4.0, like why not just add the 152? I guess they want to keep it in like World War II.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, right? The theme is World War II, and unfortunately, Russia didn't make any good AAs.
Вот покажем.
No, like you can be. Gotta go like the CSU 37. Why?
Exactly. They'd have to do like the ZIS, was it the ZIS 12 or whatever it is? The one with
The
the
one with the
20s.
25s?
Yeah, the 25s.
Even that one, right?
Yeah, it's not.
Тут еще вдогонку вопрос про
Кстати, вот даже
зенитки.
вот, да,
It was 4.0. There you go, 4.0.
обстреле
Yeah, but
деревьев.
that's the weird thing that it was 4.0 on this stuff, but I think in game is 3.3. So it's probably a placeholder.
Вдогонку вопрос про зенитки. Они
Yeah, or it
тоже
was arcade
показали,
because he was showing all the
что
arcade
или
stats for everything.
Нет, так же.
Ah, there you go. It's arcade then.
Because
То
the
есть это
Leclerc had like
такими
2,500 horsepower.
Зенитка могла приезжать спавниться там где-то далеко и потом долго к тебе ехать. Но все эти варианты нам показались менее адекватные, чем вот такой вот. Ну, то есть, понимаешь, это игровая сложность. Понятно, что в данном случае просто...
There's definitely more cover
явление удобное
on the map,
для игрока,
which is
не
good.
мешающее
Glad
команде.
they added more rubble.
Опять же, там, АИ, который
That's what it
может ехать
needed.
откуда-то, он может там, самые разные встретить затруднения и почему-то не доехать. Ну, поэтому, да, поэтому и такая игровая сложность. Ну, вот, так же, как дрон появляется над танком, они выстреливаются с катапульты, как это положено. Например. Ну, карту, я думаю, что вы можете еще, ну, не просто...
Hey, Black Raven, nice to see you.
Обязательно зайдете, я думаю, иногда в сервер
Mm.
и сами покатаетесь всю ее карту.
Are we going to look at Kuban or we're just going to look at Berlin? I kind of want to see Kuban because this is the second remodel of Kuban.
В контексте, но если да, речь про СССР, то да, я сказал, 3.
Never mind.
Вот они называются, есть.
T72 with arena time.
APS.
Love it.
Can you, could you restore the Discord broadcast, by the way?
Sure. Is it broken?
Ад на
Yeah,
колесах.
it was broken.
набор
Just when they swap to the new map. Sorry, to the new tank.
машины,
Да,
которые...
вот, Гарри, может, покажем?
Да, покажем.
Покажу.
Собственно, Ганамак, это, кстати, реально,
Thank
то
you.
есть такой
Does that
захват,
work?
трофейный, такие были, они использовались.
It does.
Да,
Mm.
выбор
On mine, it doesn't look like it's working.
времен войны.
It's so
I
weird.
can hear them and everything. They're showing detector and everything.
Yeah.
Ниже, либо выше, а хочется как раз, чтобы
Mm.
набор был для новичков подходить.
Oh, yeah, there is the working. Alright, don't worry. Don't worry.
Why is it not working?
Эффективностью, потому что, например, на одноствольные зенитки, которые стреляют довольно
Did I
редко,
click on the-
тоже требует там большего умения. Собственно, вот Ганамак. 4 такая, тоже по мотивам
I think they're in arcade on that stuff.
операции. Экранов было множество разных самых.
Do you have the link for the stream?
I do.
ИС-1.
I do.
Okay.
I can put it in there.
Собственно, тоже танки имеют...
So we have the IS-1 1945, which looks like a 1944 IS-1
Не страдать.
with extra camo.
I think it's because of the name of the pack. Like it's not even like a different mall or something. It's just the name of the pack. Like it was probably because it was fighting in 1945.
Yeah, it's like the Berlin ones, isn't it?
Eh.
Под углом попадания какого-нибудь слабого
Углом.
могут остановить. Ну или фугас.
They should add extra plate armor to the American random shit. Why is it only the Russians get additional armor on crap?
Клетку с ним ходить. Также
Yeah.
американцы.
Well, the other one, the guy was saying like, oh, so maybe they're gonna model the jerry cans and whatnot.
What?
1 millimeter. Yeah, like 1 millimeter. Awesome.
Много
The
запросов.
sandbags
То есть
should
для
give like some
разведки,
decent
что
protection.
сейчас, или обратимся к чату.
It's like a
Можно
little
в чат
bit.
обратиться, если, да.
That in real life, it was against like the heat
Ah,
rounds, but
yeah.
I don't know how effective they were against the Panzerfaust and whatnot. The one that was
Yeah.
completely
Да, это
useless was
такая,
concrete, if I remember correctly.
Очень
That one
известная,
was just
популярная
Too
машина
heavy.
в
yeah, too heavy and it didn't stop
постсовре
anything.
и постваршавского договора, потому что это, ну, основной тренировочный
Still
самолет.
amazed this thing is 6'7".
Много летчиков с него начинали карьеру, много его знают, он ездит в
So weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
очень много по миру. Самолет, ну, любимый.
This is equal to the Polkish Dora.
Решили добавить. Понятно, что ЛТХ у него, ну, отличный
Or
для
the-
тренировки.
Well, I guess it's faster and everything, and it has a better gun than the Strike Master. But that gun only has 150
Но
bullets.
у него есть боевые возможности, и это в реальности тоже так же есть. То есть у него
The one or is
подвесить
6.7.
некоторое количество
You have like the
оружия.
Sky Raid, but those are
6'7", Strike Master.
6.3 Sky Master.
Yeah, and then
The Skychark is 7.0, and that one shouldn't be 7.0, but that's another issue.
Он должен иметь низкие скорости сваливания. То есть он
you got the Yak 15P, Yak 17.
достаточно
Ah, well, that one.
двигатель не слишком мощный, ну, очевидно, тоже.
The Kicker?
Скорость там
Oh
на
wait,
горизонте,
the
ну,
yeah.
That one is
700
7.0. No, it's
Oh yeah,
7.3.
they put it
Но
up,
в
didn't they?
лучших поршневых самолетов. Ну и, собственно, и
God damn.
рейтинг мы ему, собственно, выставили из...
Well, who knows,
даже
maybe it's gonna be
скорее
decent.
не даем ему управляемого оружия, потому что
I think it'll
в
be
некоторых
funny.
версиях можно было повесить ракеты там типа Р-60.
Well, you have another such plane in the game.
I don't think this one has like CCIP or RP or anything like that either.
No, they would
So,
put it way higher.
Yeah.
Вот эта вот версия
No,
Yeah.
even I feel like they already learned that lesson.
Yeah.
Well, no, not really. The sub 105 is already A3.
Еще, кстати,
one
интересный
is way
факт,
too
если
low.
я в нем не ошибусь, по-моему, это чуть ли не единственный самолет реактивный, на котором может гражданское лицо, да, полетать?
Нет, они есть, их большое количество в гражданском пользовании, да.
So many
Потому что
wild
как-
vehicles
как,
at weird BRs.
Тип техники, вот именно этот самолет
Mm.
реактивный, и он
Sure, Creeper Killer.
доступен обычному человеку, не вот там военному. И
Ну,
вот
я и говорю еще
реактивный-
раз, их попало довольно много в частные руки, да. Они есть, и говорю, гражданские лица их, да. Понятно, что без пилонов, там, без всего остального, да, ну, они есть, да.
Yeah, I saw those low battery.
Ну,
They were on the
23
F-18s, right?
миллиметра, ну,
But they've been in the fast for ages, so
4 блока.
we'll have to see what goes on with them.
Еще
Good old
вопрос,
M120Cs.
будут ли
Another
какие-нибудь
step
ящики
towards
боеприпасов?
better and better weaponry.
Сейчас пока на Дэвиде...
Better and better weapon at the same BR. On the same environment.
The third icon is the multi-function menu.
Потому что на некоторых машинах боекомплект небольшой. И это вот-
The gear one is quite funny.
Особенно
Можешь
если он
разместиться
уничтожен.
рядом, питаться от
Нет,
этого?
Are we at a point
каждый
in the
персонаж
game where we
должен
need
свою, собственно,
a
ящик
gear
и
button
питаться из
like
него.
that?
То есть, если ты
Is that-
поставишь рядом с Артемом, то
that's-
у тебя пустая
That's
мишень,
the style that we're at.
Механика будет как раз...
Yeah, like the
кнопка,
missile button and
который
everything as
свою,
well.
который ее поставил.
Yeah, you're not going to be fast enough to catch this guy, I don't think.
То есть скорость там в районе от 400 до 600 такая более-менее рабочая.
Я не обратил внимания, ты в РБ или в АБ вылетел?
It seems pretty average in its capabilities.
В поворотах.
Yeah.
But would it really be like? Would you put it? I guess lower, right? I guess lower in BR.
А кабину можем показать в нем?
Она
I
есть,
don't know.
это кабина от внешнего
Yeah, like
мира,
me-
без
me-
внешнего
Thing
собственно.
is, he's running it at low throttle. We'll test on the dev server.
Да, она, естественно, будет она в работе. Детально.
Like, I don't know. I said sometimes this. Well, the Alpha Jet it wasn't the case. Like the Alpha Jet was pretty decent. That's why they race in BR pretty quick. But
Yeah.
some of these other things, like a lot of the time, they're just so inconsequential. Like,
Yeah, they don't really do a lot, right? Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
Even if this thing's super dominant, it's got a very small amount of ordnance and all that stuff.
yeah. So I feel like in air it's not gonna be very dominant,
really
and in
think
ground
they-
it's gonna be decent because you have a pretty decent amount, but nothing.
Специально для Дмитрия из чата.
They just get overshadowed by some of those machines that are just
А,
busted.
кроме того,
Yeah.
еще
Skychark.
мы решили сделать...
Yeah, like all those like strike aircraft at like 5.0 to 6.0, stuff like the AU-1 and Mauler and things, they do way more than this machine ever will. So
прогрессия была...
Or I guess they just want to diversify, right? Like not accumulate all of that stuff in a single nation.
Yeah.
Другими, стало
Damn,
заметно.
8-7.
Да, вы
What a
будете-
jump.
будете встречать, вплоть до
Ah, man, it's,
боевого рейтинга, вы
it's
будете
it's
встречать
crazy that
корабли, которые могут быть
like it's not
лучше,
completely
могут быть
isolated, but I think
меньше.
it's the closest
Собственно
that we have
говоря,
ever seen to something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like just an
всех,
area,
практически на всех
All
just an
by
area where a
itself, yeah.
small, yeah, that a small
Причем
amount of
на
vehicles
пятом,
just pretty much
четвертом
meet
разделе тоже.
themselves, that they have no
Сколько
chance
было
of meeting what was
боях,
before they got
боях,
high.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's
ботов,
crazy.
потому что они в целом
Crazy,
воюют
crazy.
не хуже игроков, они метко стреляют, они двигаются, они захватывают точки, то есть с ними воевать...
Because they did mention that they were
намного
gonna modify
сложнее,
some
чем с
BRs of the
игроками,
ones
поэтому
already in the game, but
мы можем
it's not gonna be that
наблюдать,
much, right? Like the
э,
difference is way
прогрессию.
too much.
Ну,
Yeah.
понятно, что такие монстры, как Советский Союз, Ямато, Айова, да, вот у них будет максимальный БР, а остальные корабли будут иметь БР более низкий. Ну, давайте покажем. То есть вот Советский Союз 8,7, Айова, собственно, тоже 8,7.
Shimmy,
Ямато
shimmy, shim.
8,7.
Anyone
I've
in the gym?
Уже
Anyone in the
написано,
gym?
что это 8,4.
I cannot take the language seriously, sorry.
It's
Very
the-
hard
it's
to
the
do.
thing. It's the thing. It's just- For them we sound as funny, I guess. that's the beauty of
Я
it.
правильно понимаю,
And
что
everyone finds the Norwegians funny,
тоже,
the
но,
hurdy-gurdy guys.
Этот вопрос еще будет доработан.
Епиди-пиди-пиди.
Настраивать боевой рейтинг отдельно для разного типа боя. Как вот есть боевой рейтинг самолетов в танковых боях и воздушных. также
Cool.
может быть
Like, would you
рейтинг
does it
самолетов в
really
корабельных боях.
like attract you playing some of this stuff?
No.
For me,
Самолетами, которые мы не хотим
No, I have no
ударить,
interest, because, like,
которые,
first of
например,
all-
so you play a good chunk of naval.
I
Like I don't really play that much.
I play coastal destroyers and cruisers. Like when it comes to the big ones, when you have like the really long reloads, it's just really dull. You don't do anything in the match. Like you can't cap anything. You can't like you're basically just hoping for a vehicle to just explode in front of you, and it's just not very interesting to me, like personally. Like
Yeah,
I
that's why.
I know there's a lot of people who like do find stuff like this fun, and that's great. I'm happy for you. I'm not one of them because nothing happens.
Well,
Like it's
the game experience, like the game experience has shown just a little like statement. It has shown that apparently there isn't a lot of people, but yeah,
Well-
go on. There is some people. There is people. I would say.
But I think the way that they've done this, where they've put them really up in BR, is really good. It means that people can still have a proper grind to them and not just get hammered by these things, which is what a lot of people are worried about, including me. Like you won't have to face these ridiculous vehicles. They'll only face themselves. And the reason why they can do that is because of the fact that they put in all the bot stuff, right? Which is,
Yeah.
you know, what they ended up doing. So
It allowed to. What was the way it described when they did the change? That it allowed to start matches with a lowest amount of
yeah,
players
basically,
involved.
you can literally start a match with only one person though.
Yeah.
Like one person and the rest are bots. So for something like this, that's perfect. Because, you know, even if you're only the one person queuing, you can have a fun time by yourself.
You can play, right? That's the
Yeah,
main
you
thing,
can
so
literally
play the
get
game.
into a match. Yeah.
So their biggest issue with this stuff is that the population is so low that you couldn't find matches.
Mhm.
At least, you know, I always hated that expression, the whole like this stuff, because I feel like it justifies like bad practices. But I feel like we have to take what we can work with, and when you have a situation like the situation in Naval, like you really have to grab what you can. Like that, I feel like these guys are just under so many. It's like a them if you do, them if you don't kind of deal. Like everything that they try, they get criticized. Like some stuff works, some stuff
Yeah.
doesn't.
You need a minimum of 4 to start the game? No, according to the changelog they did. The changelog said that even if only one person is queuing up after a specific amount of time, like it will just put them into a match by themselves. So,
Yeah, but even with that one, right? Like 4 people, and you can start a full-on match that
Yeah.
just gets filled artificially.
yeah, a
That
32
is
player
already
match.
insane by itself.
Да, у нас это будет разделено на несколько обновлений. Скорее всего, в следующем обновлении все нации, которые сейчас не получили новые зенитки, они получат, собственно, Советский
Like
Союз,
for me,
Британия,
this stuff
Италия,
is
Франция.
like I still read about it, right? Like sometimes I read the devlog, sometimes I try to keep up with some of the conversations, but it just doesn't interest me that much. So it's just like,
Yeah.
like it's just a minority just trying to pass all of these issues and all of these ideas as it is something that we should all be like really invested into. Like it just doesn't call me.
As I said, I'm very happy they're adding this stuff. I'm also very happy that after this update, we can just forget about all of them, and then we can talk about something that's more interesting. So,
Well,
I think,
as
that's the thing.
as we were saying earlier, right? Like now that they introduce some of this new generation of premiums, like you're gonna like remember some of the naval posers.
Yeah.
Remember all of those guys that said, "No, sir, I don't want to play naval right now because it doesn't interest me. I'm only interested in these like mega big chips." Well, now they added the premiums that allow you to play the really big chips. Like if you don't put your money where your mouth was, like
Yeah.
what are we talking about? Like you don't want to grind, you don't want to skip the grind to an extent, like you don't.
There's always an excuse.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the main
every
thing.
single
They're just
time.
bullshitting you. They're just bullshitting you.
There's always something wrong. So usually when you run into people like that, it's better just to leave them be because you'll break yourself.
Yeah. It's well, I don't engage with it. Like it's just an exposing stuff, right? It's just an awareness thing because some guys do fall under their crap.
Yeah.
You have people that do fall under their crap.
Kuban, let's go. Come on. Get it up. Get it up, get it up, get it up. Let's go. Everybody in the show. Can we get 120 versus 120 naval matches? True. What'll be interesting to see is how the servers will actually cope with these things. Like that honestly is more interesting for me. Like, how's it gonna deal with all the AA firing? Especially now, it's not accurate, so it's just gonna miss.
There's gonna be more volume, right?
Yeah, there's gonna be more volume.
They
It's
have
just
to
gonna
fire
miss.
for extended periods.
Yeah, that's true, dog. Warthunder is just filled with a bunch of dozers. Classic dozer mentality.
It really is.
Yeah,
like I feel like it always has been, but that's why.
It's just more reasonable
it has a
now.
degree.
Or seen now.
I feel like it has a degree of importance to just expose it, man. Like if you like you don't play this stuff, you don't do anything. So why are you trying to just portray yourself as you have like a big saying about it, man?
Yeah.
And let the people that actually play this stuff mention it.
Вот видно, да? 4 сектора по 3 заряда. Вот видно вот эти контрбоеприпасы.
No, just show the map. Yeah, it's an arena system. Show the map.
It does look prettier. It reminds you of the textures of Karelia out of everything.
Yeah. Also, once again, they've massively just increased the hilliness. So you can actually maneuver.
Way more foliage as well.
Yeah.
Way more foliage. Yeah, look at all of that area with the bridge and whatever.
So yeah, it looks like they're adding hills. Or more hills. It does look way nicer.
That's the main thing. That's the main thing is that I feel like it's an inherent positive by itself, but I feel like it's a missed opportunity by not doing something more, right? Like there's always something else you can tweak. Like, okay, we're gonna put some little cover here. We're gonna remove this position. Like there's always something to do.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna embark in a venture like this, like let's go above. Like these guys can do it. So from the air, it's gonna look the same. Like I feel like that is just.
It'll take him years to get there as well.
Yeah, if you're in the Albatros, why not bring the Su-30 for this one, for God's sake?
It's coming. Slowly but surely.
То есть это может сработать как взводящий экран, что фугас, например, или ракета взорвется немножко не там, и...
Hills added Russian bias accusations defeated. True.
В сторону, потому что...
Yeah, I guess in a, I
Нет,
guess in a, in a
What's-
gameplay sense.
How to be Russia, yeah. Build a hill.
это будет прям премиум. Сколько, по-моему, 4-го или 5-го ранга, я сейчас точно скажу. Там написано. Да, 5-го ранга, вот, 6,7.
I do want to see how this thing plays. I think it'll be quite fun. If this wasn't a premium vehicle, this would actually be one of my picks for the update. But since it's a premium vehicle, it's completely worthless to me. But like, yeah, I am actually intrigued to see how something like this would do at the BR that it's at.
It's just kind of one of those, like,
Так что это то ли в основном защита против вертолетов.
how to describe it. Well, we mentioned that it was inconsequential, but also like from the gameplay perspective, that they're just kind of comfortable.
Yeah.
They just kind of come in, they do their thing. Like, I guess to spay them it would be a bit more annoying since you're more limited in the air department, but even with that one.
As long as this system stops CAS munitions, then we're good to go.
Well, let's see. It has a reaction from 70 to 1,000 meters per second, so it's not going
Okay.
to stop actual bullets. It's going to stop
No.
only missiles. Yeah.
It said plus 40 on the elevation as well, which is, I think, good enough.
Yeah, for like helicopter missiles or
Yeah.
plane missiles. I think so.
No new top tier Soviet round. No!
Снаряд при пробитии.
3BM60 is...
Well, I guess you can
mean,
find
technically, yeah.
some projects.
Yeah, exactly.
Фичу не вынесли.
This one has a relic.
Для общего пользования.
Did you see that, Russia? Did
Yeah.
you see that?
Yeah, well, you don't need that extra armor when you have that happening.
What is
Yeah.
that?
You don't need all of those extra bullets and armor when you have shit like that happen.
What is that, man?
Jesus Christ,
При
man.
полете через танк, при пробитии
Jesus
снаряда,
Christ.
то
Got the stream BVD.
меньше летит.
The player, no. Shut it down. Shut it
No,
down.
shut it down. We've revealed the secrets.
Я думаю, можно КФ-2 как раз.
Yamato!
Мгм.
We need to play that Swedish weeb song. Is it Caramel Dancing?
Да, особенно размер
Da
боекомплекта.
da 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 da.
Прямо здесь.
Why not a Japanese whips?
Because the Japanese are dying, Alex. They're dying off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been
They've only
hearing
got
that
like
lately.
2 generations left.
Палубы.
They're
Yeah,
done.
you need to
Dunsky.
import immigrants now. You're done. You're
Yeah, they're
done. You
Dunsky.
need to do it now. Yeah.
So we're
I think they're gonna be just fine.
so we're exporting Weebury to Sweden and America and China.
Потеряли боеспособность.
Oh yeah, like instead of importing like some dubious immigrants, like why not just bring dweebs, like weebs, yeah, like
Bring
the
the
weeb
weebs.
import program. Yeah, the weeb import program. Like you guys like Japan so much, like come over here. You get screened, of course.
Japanese housing incredibly cheap. Just to let you know.
Very spacious.
Incredible. Very very great for people who are 6 foot as well. Just fantastic.
Yeah. If you don't like working that much, come to Japan.
Hope you don't like beds.
If you don't like studying, come to Japan.
Да, огромное количество зениток.
Oh god. Look at all
That is
those
something that I
chickens.
always find so funny about the people that just get obsessed over Japan. That in an hypothetical scenario, if they went to live over there, they would just get eaten
Oh
alive.
yeah, they would hate it, man.
Yeah.
Would hate it.
Yeah, more so when they're like teenagers and whatnot. Like the
Я не помню, у нас раньше была фича, но на счастье, следить за снарядом.
The Yamato has nuked the Fletcher. I repeat, the battleship has killed the destroyer.
the perfidious American has been defeated.
It was so rude in that trailer, man, that they made the Yamato or the Bismarck shoot a Trenton class of all things.
Yeah,
It's
they
just
went
so
there.
mad, so rude.
One shot at it.
Yeah, why are we making it shoot them?
Советский Союз уже показали чуть ранее.
Wee! Boom. Maybe that's why they added that feature, to make it not as boring to play. So you can like
Yeah.
follow the rounds in.
отбивать X и Iris.
No, the Trenton, that did literally nothing. Yeah, it's going to be real fun firing a salvo of these once again, and them all missing due to dispersion, and you can't do anything about it, so it's going to be great.
Don't listen to him. He's American. He doesn't believe in Japan.
Возможно, с каких дистанций будет эффективен. Сейчас точно не скажу.
It moves. Let's go. Big ship. Nothing else has to be said. Big ship.
Right, important message from High Command. Stop everything.
F2? Пока мы на японском.
There it is. You can continue now.
F2.
Dwa.
Японский собственный.
Shoulder anti-chip missile. I really feel like they're gonna model it like a Maverick-ish stuff. Like, there's no
Yeah.
reason why they-
Well, we have the Penguin, which has the IR head on it, right? That one can technically be used. Like, it does work as an anti-tank thing. You just have to get so close for it to
Yeah,
lock
that's
on.
why they added it.
Yeah.
That's why they added it.
Я читал, что там большое
We
количество.
also had the Cormoran that just got.
Ну да, фактически.
But now it's just a
Oh,
place.
yeah.
It's a space,
Оружие пока.
like empty space,
Yeah.
because it can't target anything.
AIM-7Ms, A4s, A3s, yeah.
And it still has some naves. Ah, no, it also has the missiles. Never mind.
Yeah.
Ну, ПКР, понятно, можно будет применять только для поражения
I don't know what Seeker head it has.
э,
They look so
Oh,
weird.
кораблей.
Near.
Пускать только через...
Well, if they have like that eye, it's probably an IR, right?
Yeah, and there you go. That's what TV maybe, or IOG otherwise.
IOG is like inertial guidance or something. He said it just doesn't drop dead when it loses track.
Rank 4 anti-ship missile mod. Very powerful.
Здесь будет снайпер.
Yeah, that's true. Japan was missing a midline F2 premium.
Ну, соответственно, позволит...
That's what was required.
The midline, the midline
midline.
F5, the rank 7 midline. Come on, man, come on. It's like if you're just leaving it there, like you just can't take it. You just can't tell me not to take it.
Прототип как премиумный. У него будет только по... ну, вот, кстати,
Like I'm never gonna just say like, oh yeah, these guys are so cool. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
This one also gets the anti-ships.
Кстати,
So yeah, it's basically the same. It looks like, apart from it gets
инфракрасную картинку давать, но не
it
может
gets
быть,
the
наверное,
yeah, it doesn't get the activator heavy
БР
missiles.
будут и из оружия воздух-воздух.
Оружие?
Ракеты, ну, соответственно, БР будет.
But wasn't one of the main things about this one is that it has some insane radar? It would
It
probably keep
has-
that insane radar.
It has the AESA thing, which they've added to a bunch of other stuff now. So
Потом уже
Ага,
вооружения
fair
были
enough.
введены уже и...
yeah, it is a very powerful radar.
Давай чуть-чуть полетаем, может быть, на нем.
Is that if it has the same one on this premium, it's gonna be more of a comparative advantage because you're gonna be on a lower VR, but with the same radar, even if the missiles are worse.
Да, про него тоже
That's
можно
true, dog.
сказать.
I do need to call the F2 just an F16.
Если...
Oh wow, you're gonna get
Gotta do a
you're
little
gonna get
trolling.
samurais.
На
You're gonna
штурмке
get
нет
samurais
ни у кого.
when they put like
Будет ли она или нет,
they
скорее
open
всего.
your stomach with that sword. That's what's gonna happen to you.
То есть отрывочное упоминание, что хотели, может быть, могли, ну, то есть сложно.
It goes zoom, zoom, bang,
Поэтому и
bang.
У самолета, у линейного не максимальный боевой рейтинг. Он ниже.
Why not zip zoom around in the brand new Falklands map?
Неплохие ракеты, не так много, не такой большой
Which is not like the Himalayas.
Но да, отсутствие на шлеме, конечно.
Can be asking for altitudes.
14G chill turn. Jesus Christ. 15. Okay. Right, so this thing isn't finished then. If it if you could just pull that
Oh,
so
but it
quickly.
is.
По-моему, Гриппена...
Oh, is it? Yeah, it might be arcade
Да,
actually.
есть.
Вот у Гриппена есть
Oh,
есть.
but it isn't.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
Такая кнопка.
No, it is because your web got limited for it.
Yeah. Oh, is he showing you can lock 2 targets at the same time?
Oh, like the multi-tracking stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Это тестовый сервер.
Popularized by the fantastic AA vehicle, which is the I can't remember, the Tor M1.
The Thor M1.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that one is so good, man. Like, when are they gonna add it to a Soviet tech tree? Like, I'm just waiting for it.
Popularized by another fantastic vehicle, the Chrysanthema.
Ну, кстати, да, здесь можно баки сбросить кнопкой такой раз.
Always the best vehicles with that
The
one.
best feature.
Yeah.
Best feature.
Where is that missile going? What? What is happening?
It's predicting the trajectory.
There hasn't been a lot of missiles in this test thing that have actually hit their targets.
Показывали режим,
Like the
Yeah,
other
I
guys
know.
were super struggling.
Maybe
как часть
their build of
основного
the server
большого
has
Второй
a
мировой войны,
has an electromagnetic field around it that scrambles all of the electronics.
ЗРК. Будет еще одна, у нас в планах еще одна тип миссии, еще один, который мы тоже хотим также поплотестить на продакшн.
Yeah, they're making
Yeah,
a
you didn't
lot of
read the
stuff
forum post?
clickable.
После мажора. Да, и
Which one?
потом это интегрировать все это в один.
That's why it's happening, because they have a different build. Electromagnetic
Так, короче,
interference.
покажем, собственно, да.
Tan Sam. Do. Yeah.
Тоже пробный выезд. Кстати, вот ракеты, да, будут два типа ракет. Будет ракета и активная ракета.
Oh, is that a new
yes.
one?
Красная, то есть
That's a
можно
new missile?
Yeah.
одну
Yeah, because
цель
this one had like
стрелять
an
по
active
целям,
radar
допустим,
homing,
целям,
wasn't it?
например,
That was the difference.
по одним целям стрелять
I
такими.
think so.
ну, такими.
Появится ли М9Х у самолет?
Пока нет. То есть для самообороны наземных войск такие ракеты, ну, просто безвариантны, потому что все современные ЗРК, у них ракеты подобного типа. Матричные тепловизионные ГСН с вектором тяги, то есть довольно современные ракеты. И, соответственно, без них водить их невозможно. А у авиации, даже текущего оружия, оно вполне довольно смертоносное и убойное даже.
We'll test the radar stuff extensively on the dev server. We'll see how it goes.
Поэтому такие ракеты, как вот АМ-9Х и РИСТ, мы рассматриваем как оружие авиации сильно более современной, когда появится много самолетов.
I don't think you will if you know what's good for you.
Количеством, с бортовым комплексом обороны, который
You will die. You will not pass go. You will not intercept the missiles.
You will grab the F2, you will take it to a test drive,
Ну, и, соответственно, там
and
про
zip zoom around.
Да, то же самое, это все, да, это все ракеты как бы одного. Чили,
And then you will
хватили.
go to the next one.
Вопрос
Yes.
про стаб у ТП-4 мы как-то упоминали в...
Да, но эта машина будет отдельная, она будет в работе. Будет,
That one was working.
The reason why it wasn't working on the English stream is because it kept locking onto different targets, and I don't know if Jan knew that you had to turn off like the TWS feature.
Та страна не получила, там,
So it kept like trying to lock onto the wrong targets.
It was tracking like all over the place.
Yeah.
Поэтому статистически будет, скорее всего, так, что у каждой страны в миссии будут представители, да, сильных ЗРК. То есть не будет такого перекоса, когда там только у одной.
Такова.
То есть текущий уже.
Did they show where the battleships are in the tech
Мы
trees?
рассматриваем Бук М3.
I don't
They
think they
did
did.
for a
Right?
bit, but
They did?
they did, but I don't remember.
Есть у них, господи.
I don't remember which they were.
Который тоже машина, тоже большой комплекс с ракетами Астер. Вот.
Вот он, ребят, инсайды.
Whee!
Но это вот сейчас оно все в работе. Будет, скорее всего...
Could we stop looking at the T-72? We know what it is. It's already in the fucking game.
Yeah, it's insane. It's not even like a particular. Well, you know, they never, you never know if they're gonna change it before it comes in, but it's not even like a particularly good APS.
Шведская машина представляет собой классический ЗРК.
This is a pretty standard one.
LD.
То есть эта машина, на самом деле,
LD.
в реализации технической с точки зрения игры, это довольно сложная вещь, она до сих пор
What's the first line, second Germany? Okay,
работает корректно. То есть есть еще с чем мы боремся, что еще дочиним.
makes
особенно
sense.
В мультиплеере не совсем плавно.
Would you drive around in that little truck, Tech?
То есть это два юнита, соединенные...
First time I see this thing on the ground, I'm gonna ram it.
Тут ракеты довольно,
No.
Gonna make it feel pain.
ну и не такие
No
не такие
bullying.
дальнобойные, как эти.
That's what I'm gonna do to all of these AAs and my MBTs. I'm just gonna run into them and run them over.
Это резиновые, да, то есть это резиновые гусеницы.
No, man.
Thanks for protecting the skies.
Ракеты используют
Time to die.
бустера. Вот,
He's discriminating because of their looks.
эти ракеты, но с бустером, то есть
And
с
class.
двигателем, со сбрасываемым ГСН,
He's doing it once again.
радиокоррекция, это вот прям...
Like, you shouldn't judge them because of their looks, you should judge them by the value of their character.
Указание от радара, то есть без радара это работать не будет.
This one's straight up just like a North Pole machine. I don't know.
It is like an Arctic
Uh,
machine. It's like an Arctic machine.
Ракета очень смертоносная.
Just remember, guys, this one has about a 10-kilometer range. So
You can hide it, you can build
you can
it.
hide it behind buildings.
Buildings. I'm surprised it's all in one. I'm surprised it has like the radar and everything in the little guy.
Просили новинки Израиля какие-нибудь показать.
Да,
the
на самом
lesbian.
деле мы
The laser.
рассказывали тоже про эту, про наши планы.
Why is
что,
it LES? Does anybody know why?
что в качестве према мы
What is it in Dutch?
Probably.
Леопард, поскольку такая,
If I had to guess, it's probably the name of a certain like unit or concept, right? Like the
Mm.
whole very high readiness task force or whatever.
Well, isn't it like so? The Dutch have leopards, but they're like intermingled with a German division, right, or something?
Oh, you mean like nowadays?
Yeah, like in real life, like they like rent everything and then they work together with the
с более
Germans.
низким боевым рейтингом.
No, I think they have. I think they own the ones they have, but they dismantled most of it.
Mm.
They dismantled most of it. Like they do have their army, but it's not as big as it used to be.
Камбодж и Израиль.
No, the ones that leased their leopards and then they bought some of them were the Swedes. Like they
Oh,
want to
yeah.
Заметно
yeah.
попал. Ну, можно, конечно, еще дольше. ну,
Очень просили
But they do
какие-нибудь
have a
новинки.
Dutch-German stuff.
Mm.
That is an actual thing.
Rah.
Но час пролетел незаметно, это правда, новинок очень много.
Да, есть еще много новинок, собственно, много
This game-
механик,
It looks made of plastic.
измененных, доработанных, улучшенных.
It looks like really low poly, but then again, that's
Сильно
just because it's a
разработанные
sharp edge
прицельные
thing, right?
бои,
Like it.
стрелки,
Yeah,
It's
that's what
weird.
it looks like. It's made of
они не такими
plastic.
злыми, то есть они не так нереалистично сбивают. Маневры стали помогать. Переработана модель повреждений, то, как распространяется пожар по элеватору.
You will not get better
Где-то
Hellfires.
башни
You
элеватора,
will never get better Hellfires. That's reserved for other nations.
много очень переделок было.
So at 11.3, I think it's gonna be just fine, dude. Like it can carry 14
Еще будут.
Hellfires, Bravo.
Поэтому и тут
At 11.3,
Yeah.
I think that's pretty.
And then also Stingers.
Well,
тогда эти
yes,
показатели.
I guess the DAP carries. I think that one can carry like
Тут возможность.
like
есть
12,
возможность
if I remember
такой
correctly.
вариант, стелс-вариант.
It can carry like 12 under the K version. So yeah, maybe.
Внутренние отсеки, и вот такой вариант.
Oh, never mind. It doesn't get any Stingers. It just gets Hellfires. That's
Oh,
it.
it has like a weird setup, you saw?
Yeah. Got like internal ones.
Сниженной
Uh,
информационной и тепловой заметностью.
So this thing is just like full aggressive.
Только во внутренних отсеках.
it was like pure anti-tank.
Yeah.
Pure anti-tank.
Well, this was supposed to be like a recon one, right? Like to begin with,
Yeah.
and then drones started to exist, and then they're like, oh, seems kind of pointless.
Yeah. What is the
Будут сниженные сигнатуры, но, кстати,
they kept the Kiowa.
No, BVD.
Vehicles, yeah.
Shoot the ground vehicles. Don't use the Hellfire to go after planes. No. Don't do it. No, BVD.
Its advanced lamp system will work for that.
Значит, играть придется от деревьев.
Да. Ну и, соответственно, БР будет пониже, чем у Апача.
Is that all of these guys got pretty much defeated by the heroes that were already in service or the ones that were more practical?
Yeah.
Также РЛС есть.
Да, хоть вертолеты выглядят, как будто он из будущего, так-то на самом деле довольно возрастной.
Да. То есть это программа была там...
So what's the other one from these guys that is left? The Cheyenne?
H-56, yeah.
Еще
Yeah, the
много
prototype one. The one that lost to the Apache. Well, kind of lost. I mean, it
китайскую зенитку.
depends how you
It
see
was a
it.
bit
but
early. Yeah, it was a bit early.
It came out before. Basically, it came out before the Apache, and then the armed forces of America were like, "This is kind of cool,
Тут сейчас
but no. So we'll just make a
Yeah.
specification, and somebody else will build the Apache."
Yeah.
So,
It was pretty much
yeah.
to be the successor of the Cobra.
Yeah,
The Cobra, but it got beaten by the Apache. By what the Apache came to be.
yeah.
Подвижность неплохая. То есть такой, да.
Which
It wasn't
sucks because
amazing, but that one-
the 56 just looks much cooler.
Like
Like
Yeah.
as a vehicle.
Well, I do like the Apache aesthetically better, so we have some disagreement there, but I do agree that it's a cool looking
У
one.
нее как будто чуть более удобно расположен вот этот весь...
Can't shoot on the move, classic.
Легкими какими-то.
Oh
powerful.
dear.
when
Look
you're
how
fully
long that
stabilized and you're...
fucking spool up time is. Lower it,
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
that is.
God
I
damn
think that
it.
is. I think it does have the values of the Igla, man.
Yeah, it looks exactly
I
the
think it
same.
does have the value of the
Yeah,
Igla.
there's no way this is finished.
Ну еще очень из важного у нее.
Hey, look, it's the gun. Now it's not... The planes aren't as fast as the gun, so we're good now.
Современной авиации на топах это очень важно, потому что, собственно, ДМ
They are not outrunning the bullets.
наведением там инфракрасного или телевизионного. То есть ты просто видишь, что...
At least we got some good quotes, you know.
Пачку ракет достаточно просто кидать дымы и отъехать, и все. Все ракеты, которые, собственно, стоят в этом месте, ты уже защищен. У панциря, например, этого не хватает, дымов нет, размеры большие тоже.
This thing's really gonna struggle to shoot downwards. It's like, what is the gun depression on this thing? Can't be good.
Yes, and I feel like the
-4.
is gonna tell you.
-4.
Yeah, but you're gonna be limited by your chassis, right?
Yeah, because you're already
Since
super
you're so
tall.
tall.
В реальном масштабе времени и в реалистичной механике расстоянием со всем остальным воспроизводила бы бои современных кораблей. То есть она либо не мультиплеерная, либо не в реальном времени.
Everybody else, multi-vehicle systems, crazy range, 40 kilometers. China, CSSA-5.
Либо мы меняем правила закона мира,
Nice.
либо сжимаем время, там, либо еще
My lord.
Поэтому реалистичность
12.0.
нашим
12.0, yeah.
То есть хотелось бы, конечно, корабли интересные, красивые.
Equal to the Panther, this one.
Тяжелая задача.
Warthunder Mobile там есть ракетный. Покажем? Просили.
It's ridiculous.
Equal to the Spider AIO.
Well, who knows? Maybe this one is also gonna absolutely suck. So we'll have to see. At least it has 8 rate of fire. If you want to relativize the idea.
You know what? This update. You know who wins this update? The modelers. The modelers of all the ships, the guys who built the massive ships, all the guys who have built these like massive AA machines, you guys win the update because a lot of this stuff is beautiful to look at.
That is something that is a one-to-one to real life, right? The gun makers never lose. The gun makers never lose. The guys that make all of these weapons, they never lose. They already got paid. They already got their stuff.
Keep on winning.
То есть я хотел как раз сказать, знаешь, на карте ледяной перевал проедет, туннель или нет?
Можно вот так сделать, и уже все гораздо компактнее становится. Сейчас я поеду, сейчас давай тоже сложится. Ну, длина все еще...
Surprisingly, the launches are also pretty quick. Did you see that? Like a lot of them.
Yeah.
Это Евротрак симулятор какой-то такой, на грузовичке едешь куда-то.
Warthunder Truck Simulator.
If they're gonna force you to deploy them, at least make it faster, right?
Yeah.
That's what happens with some of those like ATMs that you have to deploy and whatever.
It's not gonna fit from that. Whee! Look at the curve. It'll take ages.
At that point, the most important thing is being able to lock on, and then the second one is to at least hit. Sometimes this thing can even hit.
Но я не против.
И люди тоже не против.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Кстати, мы еще ничего не
Simple
сказали.
radar, simple aggression.
So sometimes you can't even lock on, right? So sometimes you can optically see the guy, but since you can't lock on, like, you know what your fate is gonna be.
Даже сегодня уже будет открыт OpenDev сервер, и вы сможете сами
It's the Bismarck.
играть, поломать.
The strongest one ever.
Best machine has a song named after it.
Oh, it does? Well,
Yeah,
well,
Sabaton.
In May of 1941.
Oh, there's that one too,
Yeah, I don't know the other one.
Yeah, there's the Sabaton, the guys who do like the war music. They made one for the Bismarck. And it sounds the same as all their other songs.
They're pretty samey.
Yeah. They have their niche and it works.
Можно посмотреть итальянский танк, новинку.
Italiansky?
Если хочешь что-нибудь показать, как раз у нас есть танчик.
Maybe they're androids. They were
Ooh,
just hiding them.
Да, тут танк.
that would be pretty crazy.
Красивая новая моделька, да, Леопарда. Ну, уже такая машина в игре уже была, только это итальянская. Модернизация небольшая, там некоторые...
Lot of
элементы,
detail on this leopard.
соответственно, 1.2.
I don't even know what my pick of the update is going to be. There's nothing really here that I'm like massively hugely hyped about.
Ну, мы не смотрели
The
визуально
Bismarck.
хотя бы модельки британского
It's a
ара.
no.
Можно, наверное,
Да,
посмотреть.
покажем.
Well, if you don't select one for yourself, you get one
Много уже
selected for you.
показали, много всего
I'm sorry.
интересного.
All the cool vehicles are all premiums, so like these things are really cool, but they're premiums. Because you'll be able to use these in like pages of history and stuff like that. Oh, the Danish Chaffee, yeah, that one's kind of cool. Hopefully, it gets some good camos.
Да,
The standard camo was
этом
already
всё
pretty
было
nice.
мажорное
Мгм.
обновление.
You need to buy the Danish flag
Да,
for extra
в
legals.
работе. Я думаю, что оно будет попадать в медосферу чуть позже. Еще будут машины новые, про которые мы пока не говорили. Поэтому
Oh, the Leclerc,
это
actually.
такое, да, из интересного.
The fact that made the
Наблюдаем
Leclerc
за
10-7, I think that'll be
Кстати,
quite fun.
называется модель повреждений. Вот такой
What are we
Ah,
doing?
extra
прилетел.
Ooh.
helo modeling.
Updated
It's a hero
helicopter
Обучить
models.
много, если
Let's go.
прилетит, то
Они
что-то
все
даст
детальные.
Big
нормально.
fans.
проработаны.
I think since
И
I think
также
since that helo got
такой
introduced,
вот
the C10, I have seen around 3 in all of the ones I have played top tier.
Когда-нибудь премиум, топ-премиум самолет.
It's not even that much of a bad hero, like just nobody
Когда-нибудь
uses it.
Do you see a lot of China at top 2?
Not really, no, not really.
Я думаю, наверное, всё.
Ra has
You
its
see it more
updated
than some
model.
other minor nations, but they don't
Прислал,
say
да,
that much.
Yeah.
и много модулей. Тут только ошибка. Некорректно.
Very purple.
М,
Oh no!
не знаю,
Ah,
наверное,
he
что
nearly
да,
did it. He
да,
nearly
да.
showed the
Oh.
PT95. Come on!
Да.
Come on, BD. Do it.
Вопросов бесконечное количество.
What?
Игрокам очень
No!
интересно. И спасибо вам большое, что
Oh!
такой интерес проявляете.
Not the glorious
Вот,
PT95.
Пожалуйста,
Or 59.
попробуйте, поиграйте сами на Деве. Обязательно напишите свой фидбэк. Делитесь своим
Feedback.
мнением.
Да,
I know that
там
one.
будет,
Feedback
особенно
time.
механика
Yeah,
самой
feedback.
сложная. Будет
Get your
плюс,
feedback, Ray.
будет
What's your
много
feedback for this
достаточно,
update tech?
проблем.
Problem
Возникают,
solved,
найдёте
problems
какие-то,
forgotten.
там еще какие-то проблемы, про которые мы не знаем.
Simple
Ну,
as.
поэтому
Wrong,
важно,
wrong answer. It
чтобы
is
чтобы написали,
another
чтобы
amazing
найдёте
update
какие
from
проблемы,
our
чтобы их
from
решать
our
своевременно, собственно.
partners at
Если
Gaijin
будет
Entertainment LLC.
Да, на этом будем
Long
заканчивать.
live the free
Большое
people of
спасибо,
Warthunder.
что
Спасибо, ребят.
That's just your answer.
пришли, что интересуетесь игрой, что играете.
It's really good to see
До
AAs
скорых
that can
встреч.
solve the
Пока.
CAS issue going around in the higher VRs. Long live Gaijin Entertainment LLC.